Hi, it's Kelsey with Shipwreck Beads, and today we're going to make a crystal tassel pendant. This is one of the projects that I taught at Bead Fest back in, what was that, October? And we have some of the materials left over, and I thought it'd be a fun project to do today. So that's what we're going to do. This is a nice, easy project for whipping up some New Year's jewelry. If you've got some events that you're going to this weekend, need a quick piece of fancy jewelry to whip up, then hi Pam! Yeah, Happy New Year. I hope you had a great Christmas. Sorry about missing Twitch yesterday. I hurt my shoulder over the weekend. I actually fell down some stairs because I'm awesome like that, and kind of hurt my shoulder pretty bad. And so yesterday beading was not an option. And today I'm still a little sore, but I've been taking lots of ibuprofen, and I had it iced all last night. I think I'm on the mend. So so we're going to get back into the regular schedule. We've got a video today. We're going to be on Twitch tomorrow, and then a video here on Facebook on Friday at 4. So tomorrow on Twitch we'll be finishing off some leather cuff bracelets. You did nice. Yeah, I was going to tuck my daughter's bedroom's downstairs, and I was going to tuck her in, and was wearing sweatpants, and my pants slipped on the stairs, and I went down, and my husband had a hard time trying not to laugh at me. It was a good time. But last week on Twitch, last Tuesday, we made some leather cuff bracelets, and then we embellished them. We painted them with some acrylic paints. You can see this one's actually like silver. And so we're going to finish embellishing them on Thursday's Twitch show. And that's twitch.tv/shipwreckbeads. So you can catch us there. Here's another one that we did. And then this one's my favorite. So we've got these pre-made cuffs, and then I made a couple in some other colors too. But today we're going to make a crystal tassel. So I'm going to go ahead and angle the camera down, and we'll go ahead and get started. Alrighty. Oh, I gotta grab something. So I'm using a Ceylon thread, which is a nylon thread. I've got some 20 gauge wire, a ring, and a bead cap that are a little tarnished. So let's see. Got my polishing cloth here. Just give it a rub. Yeah, sorry about that, Ginger. I'm on Twitch at about 1:30 Pacific time. Yeah, I missed yesterday because I was just telling everybody about how I fell down the stairs and hurt my shoulder, and so I couldn't really do much moving it yesterday. So I decided not to do Twitch yesterday just because I was in a little pain. Alright, so I'm just taking my polishing cloth to these rings. This is a little tarnished. And this bead cap too. Just get some of the black off of there. Shine it right up. And I also have some Swarovski crystals. And this is one of our crystal mixes. And then I have one 6mm crystal there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off by wrapping our cord. This is, I'm not sure exactly how much this is. Several feet. In the car on the way home. Oh, you gonna watch while hubby drives? Nice. So I'm just taking a business card. It's actually a used gift card. And I'm gonna wrap my cord around and it's all tangled, but that's okay. Yeah. It's easiest if you just do it right off the spool. So that way it doesn't tangle like this, but these are left over from the Bead Fest class that I taught, and it's a fun little project, so I thought we would do it today. Alright. Okay, so we're untangled now. We're just going to wrap this around. So it's about 25 times around the card. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of wire, I'm going to slide that under the card. You want to make sure and get all of the strands of cord in there. And you're going to want to do a wrap loop, and you want to get it as tight as you can. So I'm just wrapping that with my fingers. So I'm just doing a really tight loop there around the cord. Okay. And you don't need to wrap it too many times. You don't want it to take up too much space under the cone. So now I'm going to take, I've got GS Hypo Cement. I really like this glue for this project because it's got a really fine tip, and you're going to need to get into all of the cords. It's gross, of course. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put my cone on there before I add any glue. And then I'm going to squirt some glue into the cone, but you want to make sure that it's nice and close to your cord. And I'm also going to put some on the cord as well, because we don't want that sliding out later on. So we want to make sure that that's all nice and glued and secured. And then you're going to push that down. No, you know what, actually you could probably go back, Catherine, and watch some of the old Twitch videos. I bet there's about 10 hours worth of stuff on there that you could watch. Okay, so I'm going to close up this glue because it does like to leak out. Alright, so now I've pressed my cone as close as I can down into there, and I put my bead, my 6mm bead on top. And so what I'm going to do now is make a wrapped loop. And I'm going to connect it to the ring here. So I'm going to give myself a little bend, rotate my pliers up, and I need to have it be a bigger loop, so I'm going to go all the way on the end of my round nose pliers, so I get a nice large loop there. And then I'm going to put on my ring like that, and I'm going to grasp with my pliers and then finish wrapping. And I'm going to make it a messy wrap. So I'm just going to wrap up all the extra wire that I have there. And then tuck that end in so it's not poking out. All right, so that could leave the tassel just like this, but we're going to add some bling to it. And it is a good idea to wait until your glue dries before you do this next step, but we're not going to do that today. So I'm going through with really sharp scissors and I'm cutting my cord apart because they'll be looped at the end. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these crystals that I have here, there's about 20 of them, and I'm gonna thread them randomly onto the cords. And this Ceylon cord is a little on the stiffer side, so you should just be able to thread it without much trouble. And then I'm going to just tie a knot in the cord. And so you'll have your crystal hanging there. And now I'm just going to do that with the rest of the crystals. And if for some reason you're not able to thread it on, just switch to another cord, or you can give it a trim. I always like to trim my cord ends at an angle because it makes threading easier when you've got the angled tip on your thread. So again, I'm just stringing randomly in here. And I'm using one of our Swarovski bicone mixes. We've got several different we've got a bunch of different mixes in different colorways. We also have the new pearl mixes that are really cool. But this one, I'm not sure what the name of it is, but it's got some like champagne colored, some gray and black, and then some yellow in there too. It's a really nice, very elegant mix. Great for New Year's. So again, I'm just randomly grabbing cords and stringing on my beads and then knotting the end of the cord. And there's no really rhyme or reason to how you get them on there. If you wanted to do the whole tassel with crystals, that would look super cool. But I've just got about 20 crystals here. Oh, refined minimalist. Okay. Thank you, Beth. So it comes together pretty quickly. Yeah, with the addition of the new crystal pearl mixes, we have a whole lot of the Swarovski mixes available in a bunch of different colorways, so you can really get creative with what your color palettes. We're actually around the corner. Binge watch by Christmas. Yeah, and actually, it's really curly right off the spool, and if you take it, and what I like to do is actually just get it wet and then let it hang dry, that will alleviate that curl too. So it's just been spooled up, and so it hasn't had much time to relax, but that will go away over time. And again, usually I just get it wet with some water and just kind of shake it out and let it hang dry, and that will solve that problem also. Let's see. So yeah, you can see how curly it is. And different materials are going to act differently too, so that's one thing to keep in mind. Let's see. Got just a few more to tie on here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten them out as best I can, and then I'm going to trim the ends. Because we want our end, or I want my ends to be even. If you don't, it's up to you how you want to finish them off. But I like to have my ends be even, so I'm just going to give it a little haircut. And you want to make sure you've got real sharp scissors to do this with. So you want to trim it after you've tied all your knots and crystals on, because after you tie that knot, it's going to shorten up the cord a little bit. So yeah, you can see it's kind of curly on there, which again, that will relax over time. So now we're going to go ahead and turn it into a necklace. If you wanted, you could turn it in, you could just throw it on a piece of ball chain. You could use this as a purse charm. You could use it as an ornament if you wanted. I know we're after Christmas, but those are all just different options. So I really like this chain here, and I've got two different types of chain because I want to do an over the head necklace, so I want it to be longer. So what I'm gonna do, got that there. I'm going to attach it with some jump rings. What size do I need here? These ones will work. I need a little bigger. So I've got some jump rings. We're going to open that up, and we're going to attach one to each end of this chain. You know, think of gifts, or just after a long holiday, you probably want a little gift to yourself. That would be a good, good little gift here, little necklace. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and trim this because I'm going to add another piece of chain. I really like this textured Rolo chain, so we're going to add that to the back end of this other piece. And I want to use some smaller jump rings for that. My jump ring box, thank you. I don't know if this is one we still carry or we used to carry it, so it's, I'll have to look on our website in the storage containers, but yeah, it's a nice little case. Keeps all my jump rings nice and handy. Because I'm sort of a jump ring snob. I have pretty much every size jump ring in every color because, you know, it makes a big difference. You know, any type of coated chain over time will lose its color. So that's just... Some are better than others, and I'm not sure about this specific kind of chain. But, you know, over time, as things are worn, as things are used, as they're exposed to the elements, oils, lotions, you know, they're not going to keep their color forever. Really, the only way you can guarantee that is... Oh, thanks. Beth just popped up the item number for the storage container I have. So, yeah, it's one of those things. You can... We are making a tassel, crystal tassel necklace. Actually, that's a little bit too long, I think. Yeah, so we're gonna shorten that up a little bit. See, I don't think this... That is the wrong size jump ring there, anyway. So we're gonna shorten this up. We do have sterling, yeah. Alright, so I gotta take a few inches of this chain off to make it the right length. Let's see, that is a smaller jump ring than I have. There we go. Oh, wrong one. Here we go. Oh, I mangled that jump ring. Sometimes that happens. Alright, just give it a pinch, try and get this back into shape. Sometimes, you know what, I think I ruined that jump ring. We gotta get a new one. I bent it just a little too far out of shape and I just couldn't get it back. So that'll happen. All right, close that back up. And so I'm not putting a clasp on this one because it's just going to be over the head. So we've got a ring with some chain. Again, just really basic, really simple, easy for whipping up right before you go to a holiday party, or if you need a quick hostess gift for your New Year's Eve event or whatever. This is a good one to whip up. All right, let's go ahead and angle back up. Try it on. There, so you can definitely adjust the length or, you know, however you want, but there you go. You've just got a nice holiday piece. And what you can do to get rid of that curl is just get it wet and let it air dry. Yeah, perfect for layering. Yeah, just get it wet and let it air dry, and that curl will relax. It's just right off the spool. It's going to be a little temperamental, let's just say. All right, so I will go ahead and pop up the supply list for this tassel necklace up in the comments after the video's over, as well as a picture of the finished necklace. And yeah, so I'll get you item numbers for the chain and all the different materials I use, so you can take a look at that and make one if you like. But yeah, so we'll be on Twitch tomorrow, twitch.tv/shipwreckbeads at like 1:30 Pacific time. We're going to finish up some leather strap bracelets that we started last week, and then we'll be back on Friday to do another little fun project. I don't know what yet, but if you have any ideas, let me know. I would love to hear them. So yeah, quick, easy, and beautiful. That's my favorite kind of project. So we'll have more of that tomorrow on Twitch and then back here on Facebook on Friday. So have a great rest of your day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.